welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Dane, coming to you from the Local Studies Centre of Aberdeenshire Library Services. The Scottish people have migrated all over the world, and there is not one continent on this planet that has not witnessed the flash of tartan kilt or heard the skirling of pipes. Wherever the Scots have settled, they came together in the summer months and competed against each other in many athletic and musical competitions. The Highland Games season has arrived, and perhaps the most successful competitor in the history of the modern Highland Games was Donald Dinnie. Donald Dinnie was born in Balnacraig in the parish of Aboyne in June of 1837, son of Robert Dinnie, a stonemason, and Celia Hay. Dinnie's first professional competition was in Kincardine O'Neill against local wrestling champion David Forbes. Dinnie won the wrestling bout and received £1 as prize money, about £106 today. This would launch a fantastic career that lasted over 20 years and resulted in about 11,000 prizes. Throughout the 1880s and 1890s, Dinnie was on tour around the world, competing in Highland Games across the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Some of his competition events were the sprint, hurdles, long and high jump, pole vault, putting the stone, hammer throw, wrestling, and of course, the caber toss. It is also interesting to note that Donald's son, Edwin, was also a successful Scottish athlete, winning over 100 prizes in the light and heavy field events. Edwin would meet up with his father in South Africa, and father and son toured together. Donald Dinnie and his family settled in Glasgow and opened a fish and chip and tea room in Govan. He next moved to Newcastle for a time, before finally moving to London. He performed as a strongman in several London theatres, but he had his license revoked by the London authorities due to his age. However, many of the celebrities of the day held a concert in honor of the Scottish legend and provided him with a modest annuity. Donald Dinnie died in London in 1916, aged 78. He was posthumously inducted in the Scottish Sports Hall of Fame in 2002. That is all the time we have. Thank you so much for listening. If you would like to learn more about Donald Dinnie's life in greater detail, you may enjoy reading Donald Dinnie, the First Sporting Superstar by David Webster and Gordon Dinnie. There is also mention of Donald Dinnie as well as other sporting champions in the Dinnie family in the 1974 and 1989 editions of the Book of the Braemar Gathering. These materials can be found in the Local Studies Centre of Aberdeenshire Library Services. Bye for now.